All right, everyone, welcome here to a replay cast. We have Orcs of Newerth here on the Legion side, and we have Hex on the Hellborn side. Going to be going at it here. This is actually a scrim session from earlier in the week, and for whatever reason, if you haven't been around, there was a new patch that hit recently, patch 4.9.0, and these games or this series will be played on the new patch. So, in case you aren't aware, the competitive mode, also known as Captain's Pick, I gotta find it here in the notes, was changed a little bit to how the mode is played out. The old mode used to go two bands each to each team, so four bands in the beginning, where then each team would pick one hero at a time, alternating. Now we're going to have three bands by each side, and then we're going to pick in the order of 1, 2, 2. So five heroes, not six, will be picked up. Then we will have I believe three more bands for each team, and then they will pick in a 2-2-1 order. So going to be a bit of a different picking style coming out in the future here with the captain's pick mode. So pretty excited to see that. I think we'll see some more diverse picks happening, but we'll have to see what ultimately does happen. But yeah, if you guys are interested in whatever else happened in the patch, we did stream that. I believe it was the beginning of the week, and that was also uploaded to YouTube, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. But anyway, we're underway here. Let's get started here with the replay cast. Once again, between Orcs of Newerth and Hex. We got the bands coming out here. We got Chipper, Engineer, and Master of Arms going to be banned out by our Legion side. We have Pebbles, the Gladiator, and Dr. Repulsor going to be banned out here by the Hellborn side. So, I'm going to have to get used to this now. We got six bands taking place. So, actually, quite some different style of bands coming out than what we were used to seeing on the old patch. The Chipper, a really popular hero, but we never really saw him blind band that often. The Pebbles as well. We've been seeing a lot of Pebbles in the Paradise League tournaments. Very, very strong performances from Pebbles being played by several teams. Engineer got hit with a lot of changes. I'm actually going to be quite interested to see how he plays now, as he got changed a bit, but we're still going to see him banned out here in game number one. Uh, Same with the rest of the heroes, although the Dr. Repulsor, a hero that we don't see all that often, he gets blind banned out here, so pretty interested to see the Dr. Repulsor ban coming out. We're going to have a first pick of Andromeda, response picks of both Bensington and Rhapsody coming out from our Hellborn side, and then we have a Luna and Electrician. So can't really say these picks are all that different from the old patch. The Rhapsody pick, Rhapsody got a lot of love this patch, so I think we're going to be seeing teams trying her out. She got some buffs to her heal, um, and she also got upped from 550 range to 600. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty excited to see the Rhapsody here. But now we are once again going to have some bands coming out. So far we have actually now the Hellborn team is banning first, so that was actually swapped. We had the Legion banning first in the first phase, so pretty cool stuff once again. The bands even alternating. I believe now the Hellborn side gets to first pick, so they're gonna pick two, then two, and then they get the last pick. So we're gonna see Bubbles, Kronos, and Zephyr going to be banned out here by Hex. So they get rid of a couple of carry options and a Bubbles on top. So expecting another potential solo laner. We have the Magmus, the Hammerstorm, and the Deadwood gonna be banned out here by Team Orcs. Um, Honestly, nothing really standing out there. The Kronos ban, I guess, specifically, but I'm not too sure why they banned out the Kronos, to be quite frank. I guess they are perhaps drafting a one role carry style lineup and they had in mind this Bensington Puppet Master draft. So, um, Guess they don't want to deal with that Chronos. We're going to see the Puppet Master come out as the first pick coming out of the second wave here. First response pick will be Gemini, so they're going to go with a carry Gemini. They have one more pick coming up, 3 more seconds. They're going to go with a Wretched Hag, so they are going to finish it off here with a duo core lineup on the side of Orcs of Newerth with Gemini and Hag to back up that Electrician. Then we will have Luna and Andromeda as the two supports. So they have their lineup fully completed. We have Shell Shock and wait, the Shell Shock came out. Actually, the Shell Shock came out after the Puppet Master. So they finished it off with a Flint Beastwood. All right, now this is a different style lineup coming out here. The Shell Shock, you can now cancel the roll at any time. And I believe allies can get in the shell as long as they are not stunned. Wait a minute. I believe it's stunned or slowed, but if they're no, you can't get in the stun. You can't get in the shell if you're stunned, but you can get in if you're restrained. That's it. There's one other, but I forget exactly. There are some limitations to being able to get in the shell. Um, but yeah, we're gonna get to see some snail here. Looks like we're gonna see a more supportive style of snail, which honestly I feel like this could be a new thing, but we'll have to see how it ends up working out. Um, because I do feel like this change to Shell Shock makes him a lot more viable as a hero. The Flint Beastwood now has True Strike on his Deadeye, the skill that gives you more attack range. At the level 4, you get 100% True Strike in an aura, so teammates will also get that as well. Pretty cool stuff. He got a little bit of damage buff on his Hollow Point Shell, so this should amp up his presence here. Pretty excited to see the Flint as well. So let's take a look at the laning phase coming out here. We have Puppet Master and Shell Shock in the top lane, going to be going up against Electrician. It looks like a solo Electrician for now. We have Wretched Hag going up against Flint Beastwood. That's the matchup that I would much rather be Flint in if I'm going to be quite honest. I don't know how Hag will deal against a Flint. Standing very far away, poking in those auto attacks. We have a Rhapsody and a Sir Bensington. We're gonna stop watching that animation canceling. Man up dual lane coming out against the tri lane to start. We have a Luna, Andromeda, and the Gemini. So pretty cool stuff here. Uh, More of a traditional 2-1-2 setup from Hellborn. 1-1-3 setup coming up from Legion. So the goal here is to get the free farm on the Gemini, box out these two guys down here, try to force them to go elsewhere. And then the Electrician and the Hag hopefully can get what they can in their lanes. But the Puppet Master will more or less be free farming here. We'll see if the Bensington man up lane can contest, or if any rotations will be happening here for the two teams to start things off here in game number 1. So the pull camp was not blocked here. We're gonna see the pull getting kind of done. Gemini more or less free farming. Puppet Master more or less free farming. Electrician's already got 3 last hits up here, 2 versus 1, so he's doing very well. Gemini's gonna jump in here with the Twin Fangs to follow up that Comet stun, but Bensington will joust away. Luna not really in a position there to follow that up. Don't think they really have the damage as well for a Bloodlust with these 3 heroes, but I could be proven wrong. We'll have to see. They can maybe line up their skills on the Rhapsody. Excellent skin coming out here from Dude with the Beach Ball Snail. I think it's even the Thai version, so props for the skin there. Gets my approval. Mid lane, we have 7 and 2 Flint against 7 and 0 Hag. So pretty even so far. Denies in favor here of the Flint. I do expect Flint to do a bit better in terms of the last hitting, which is kind of being shown here to start things off. Looks like Hag will try to get the top rune. It's Andromeda Takes the Merrick's rune here in the Pot River. A lot of pressure coming out here between both sides, but neither side netting a kill just yet. Electrician 6-0 against 13-1 Puppet Master, so he's managing some creep farm. He's doing okay. Here come the stuns. They're gonna go for different targets here. Bensington's gonna joust in. Andromeda took a tower hit, I believe, there, but only as the 2, not gonna be enough for a kill. Rhapsody's still level 1, unfortunately. Here comes a Comet stun. They actually don't go for it, I'm surprised. No mana on the Illuna, but Gemini had a Twin Fang stun, I believe, and a breath. They don't opt to go for it there. So no bloodlust kill just yet. We're 3 minutes in now. Flint is leveling out his flare. Okay, that's to be expected. I'm interested to see if he continues to. I think he will continue to max that out by the level 7, and perhaps max the Deadeye after. Yeah, no 4-minute rune just yet. But Bensington, he's only on 2 creep kills, so safe to say the tri-lane's kind of accomplishing, in a sense, what they set out to do. They just haven't netted any kills yet. They could kill the Rhapsody here, though. Here comes a stun from Illuna, the Twin Fang stun into the Comet, the power throw. And now that they have the levels, a bit too much damage coming out. But actually, in the top lane, I missed it. The Bloodlust kill was happening as Snail actually ended up dying first to Electrician. They did get the kill on Electrician, but the Bloodlust kill here going in favor of Orcs before that kill on the Rhapsody could take place. So good job from our Legion side to get that Bloodlust kill a little bit faster. Flint's starting to pull ahead now in terms of the last hits. 18-8 against 14-1. The denies being the very impactful thing here, is I think Flint will be close to a level ahead just due to the denies. Snail, he's got level 4 now. He picks up the Grave Locket, but he's rotated into the bot lane, so it looks like they want to do try now. Now that Snail has the levels. And we're going to have a D-Ward come out here from the Legion side. Looks like they scouted out the Snail coming over. I do feel like this tri-lane is actually quite strong. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have level 6 Electrician chasing out the Puppet Master, who picks up the early Steamboats. Bottom lane, we got a roll coming in. Scott Bensington in. 2-man joust coming in between Illuna and Andromeda, but they don't really have the damage coming out. Rhapsody taking a lot of heat here. Gemini, he's going to go for the kill. Staccato stun comes out. Here comes a Twin Fang stun, and Gemini will secure that kill with the auto attack. They're turning it on to Snail now. He doesn't have mana for the roll, and he will go down. They will get the turn kill here on the Gemini, but Bensington, will he go down to the 2 supports? He's got a Lance along ready to go. He's going to turn it around. It ends up being a 2-for-2. Bensington survives. Gemini ends up falling. This exchange clearly in favor of Hex. Oh, great fight coming out for them. They trade 2-for-2. They keep their Bensington alive. And he will need to send himself some regen. You gotta dance now. Dance! You heal more when you dance. So again, Flint, he's pulling ahead against the Hag. 10 more last hits, 11 more denies. We're going to have, I believe a roll just happened. They're going to get the kill there onto Gemini. He's all alone as Andromeda rotates into the mid lane. With Electrician, they're not able to get a kill here on the Flint. Flint is playing this so well. He avoids death as 3 players. Well, I suppose Hag wasn't really going for a kill here, but nonetheless, they do end up wasting time, and Gemini falls in the bot lane. We're going to have massive rotations coming out now from Hex. They might go for a dive here, as both Snail and Rhapsody are in the area. Hag does have an invisibility rune, though. She might scout this out, as I believe the Ward of Sight here did see them in the area. They do have vision here themselves, though. Let's going on in the top lane? We got 39 and 2 Puppet Master against 29 and 2 Electrician. So, you know, they started this off 2 versus 1, but Electrician, he's really done well up here in the top lane. So, I said Puppet Master would more or less free farm. He has free farm, but Electrician has got a lot. They're going to go for a gank here. Bat Blast comes out. This should be a kill on the Puppet Master. The question is, will they get the return kill? As here comes Snail. He's going to charge onto the Voodoo Puppet. Great play coming out from Dude there. They get the counter kill. And meanwhile, we have a fight in the Legion jungle. So Hag did die in response. Rhapsody ends up falling in the jungle here. Bensington, he will joust to safety, avoiding that Twin Fang stun. And he will just hide here in the... well, actually, he's going to kind of make his way back, it looks like, toward the bottom lane, perhaps. But the action has started to pick up. We didn't see the Bloodlust skill till around the 3 or 4 minute mark. It's been nothing short of action ever since that point. We got Flint Basewood picking up the Ghost Marchers. We have action here in the bot river. Big power supply coming in. Hastrun, he's going to avoid the Twin Fang stun. Is Rhapsody in trouble now? Was going for a counter kill on the Andromeda. And it looks like everyone will be just fine. Nobody ends up falling here despite it being a 3 versus 2. Snail is in a rolling position. We're gonna have the blink coming out here. Here comes the vision, the blink, and boom, the money shot comes in. Not a whole lot Hag can really do there. Great play coming out. Great patience from Shellshock, waiting on the uphill as they set up that kill. So Hag now falls for the second time. She falls down to 215 gold per minute. We see the Puppet Master and the Flint both doing very, very well. And the Gemini, not even above 300 GPM. He might even fall here. Actually, he'll be just fine. But the damage was done. He's sitting on low life. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Electrician pushing up a little bit too far. He gets collapsed on from Snail from behind. Bottom lane, we're going to have a Comet Stun come out here onto the Bensington. Here comes the Twin Fang Stun, and Bensington will fall. Too much damage. Hag, I believe, even rotated in there for some assistance. But meanwhile, this is going on. We got Flint pounding in the tower. He's probably going to use his flare here to boom shakalaka. Last hit, secure that kill. So Flint is off to an amazing start. He picks up the Knuckles as well. And we'll see if they can kind of bring a stop to his reign here. Hag blinks in really aggressively. This might backfire. Here comes Snail coming in with the roll. The power throw comes in. Hag will fall first. Flint will be just fine as Aluna and the Andromeda here. Money shot comes out. That's going to take out Aluna. Bensington uses the Nightfall to get in position here. He's going to line up the Joust. Do they have the follow-up damage, though, is the question. The roll is coming in. That's going to stop the TP, and that's a dead Andromeda, which means it's a hat-trick for the team. Flint Basewood survives, and they get a double tap and a single kill there on the two, respectively. We got now a 10-7 hero kill lead. 5,000 gold lead, 4,500 experience lead coming out in favor of Hex. Rhapsody will most likely fall. Gemini splits up with the Fire and Ice Dogs to get that kill there on the support Rhapsody. The Puppet Master, he's farming away in the jungle here. He is pretty much uncontested. He's got the Whispering Helm sitting on 1,300 gold as well. I'm expecting him to go into a Shroud here. We'll see what he does end up building into, but I do expect Shroud into something like a Shrunken Head. Here comes the roll, the Joust lining it up, and they will burst down the Gemini. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Flint gets caught in a pretty aggressive position here. He goes down. So Hag finally getting revenge there in the mid lane on the Flint, who the Flint is sitting on 440 gold per minute, even despite that death. So again, the dominance continues here for Hex. Even the Bensington sitting on 260 gold per minute, not doing all that poorly. Roll coming out here from Snail. This is Rhapsody with the dance floor as well. Electrician will fall. Hag, he's there, but he's trying to get a counter kill. He does have mana for the Sonar Scream there. Bensington going to turn it around. One more auto attack. Can Snail get in range here? The Twin Fang Stun will connect. and this will save the life of Hag. And now Shellshock, he's going to throw out a stun here, but this is just going to delay his death. He actually rolls towards the jungle camp, but the Aurora snipes him out there. Pretty funny sequence of events there. They end up losing. Actually, the Rhapsody died to neutrals. I missed that completely. That was a great deny coming out to save themselves one kill, but big momentum swing here as we essentially had uh, a few players dying from Hellborn here. Kind of evens up the score a little bit, but the gold lead is still staying the same. We still have Puppet Master free farming away in the jungle. And he's now level 11. Gemini only the level 7. We do have level 10 on the Electrician, but only 300 GPM once again. So he's picked up the sorcery boots. Bensington, he's going to joust in on the Aluna here. Here comes the staccato stuns. Flint with that double damage rune. He picks up an Elder Parasite. He's going to have that increased movement speed. He's got a flare coming up in 3 more seconds. We'll see if they end up going for a kill here. Looks like they were thinking about it, but we saw Orcs collapsing here in their own jungle. They're still interested in going for a fight here. They got double damage on their Flint for 25 more seconds. Got Snail moving over here as well. We'll see if they can get any catch. The Andromeda is actually going to get caught out here by the flare from Flint, and the auto attack's too much for him to handle. So great collapse coming out from Hex. They're going to try to make this more here, but Gemini and Hag going to be not the easiest heroes to bring down. Look at that damage coming out from Flint as he kind of just charges in. Hag will throw out the Bat Blast. He's going to get strung up here by the Puppet Master with the Voodoo Puppet. They're going to get the return kill here on the Puppet Master, but here comes the Nightfall. The two-man joust coming in from Bensington, and Hex will clean this one up as they pick up a double tap on their Shell Shock, and it's 3 kills going the way of Hex in favor of that 3-for-1 trade. The money shot will get canceled here, and the stun will happen from Aluna, but he's got a flare coming up in 1 more second. They're going to continue this one here. The dance floor giving vision as well. Snail comes in with the roll stun, and Andromeda will fall as well. It ends up being a double tap coming out for Snooki there, and it's a genocide as Hex cleans it up. A 5-for-1 fight when it's all said and done. They now take a 6,600 gold lead, 8,000 experience lead, and it's starting to get out of control very, very early here in favor of Hex, as they have the Shroud completed now on the Puppet Master. He is porting, actually ports to the top lane. Okay, a little bit interested in that, but they decided that they want to keep farming on the Puppet Master. Flint, he does not have money, or mana for a money shot, excuse me. And the Aluna will be just fine. Here comes a roll coming out from Snail, though. He got vision from those Fireflies. He's going for this kill. Aluna will fall. He brings in the Rhapsody as well. Meanwhile, in the background, Andromeda, 1 more auto attack will go down to the Flint. It's an onslaught streak. Gemini and Electrician are here, though. The grip is available. Here comes the Twin Fang stun, and Flint will go down. The Sonar Scream, I believe, coming in as well. Here comes a slow from the Hag. Shellshock actually charging the creep here. Okay, that didn't expect that one happening. And Puppet Master has made his way down here. Bensington will get bursted down by the Gemini dogs. And Puppet Master doesn't have a Voodoo Puppet for 23 more seconds. Here comes the grip from Electrician. We do not have mana or a Protective Melody available. Shellshock will kind of put himself in a risky position here to kind of save the Puppet Master, but Twin Fang Sun comes in from the Gemini. Is the Legion team going to turn this one around? Yes, they are. 4 kills going the way now of Orcs of Newerth, as only the Puppet Master survives. Wretched Hag is going to go for the Annihilation here, or, well, the Genocide, excuse me, as I got that one wrong. The Power Throw comes in, and it's not going to be enough. Wretched Hag gets turned on, and Puppet Master survives with 80 life. So Hag went for the big play. Unfortunately, did not work out for them in the end. But the lead actually does slow down a little bit. We have a less than 5,000 gold lead now and less than 7,000 experience lead. Flint Basewood picks up the Energizer. Now we have an invisibility rune here on the Electrician. He's trying to set up a kill as he has both the Andromeda and the Gemini in the area. Luna porting in as well. Here comes the Comet Stun, the power throw on top. Electrician is in the background. Here comes the Joust though. They take out the Andromeda very quickly, and now Rhapsody, he's going to get healed up. Will he survive? No, he will not. Electrician will take him out. Gemini goes down as the dogs were taken down very low. Bensington goes down in response. So Luna ends up falling. Double taps are happening left and right. The roll stun comes in. Electrician will be taken out. It's a double tap coming out for Flint now. 4 for 2 team fight here in favor of Hex. We have the Astrolabe picked up on the Gemini. He's sitting on 1,000 gold, as this tower will be taken out here by Hex. Shaman's Hedge is picked up by Electrician, so he's going to try to bulk himself up. And Wretched Hag still unfortunately not really able to translate into any items, only sitting on the 225 gold per minute. We have a glowstone picked up on the snail. We could see the staff of the master coming out, or the spell sunder. Here comes a swap on the hag. The comet stun coming out on the snail, but he's pretty tanky. And here comes the fireflies with the Bensington on top, and snail will get credit for the kill on the Andromeda. Rip coming out in response now on the Bensington. The power throw comes in, but here comes a protective melody. It does get stopped in the end, and Bensington will end up falling. Puppet Master does not have an ultimate again for 13 more seconds. Here come the doggos as Gemini splits up. They're going for the kill on the Rhapsody, but the healing, look at that healing coming out from Rhapsody. He's going to stay alive for now. He throws out a staccato stun as Snail charges onto the neutral camp. The slow coming in, but Rhapsody, I think it's only a matter of time. This when Fang Stun connects and he will end up falling. Snail will also end up going down as well. It's a double tap for Gemini and a 3-for-1 exchange, I believe, in favor of Orcs of Newerth. Puppet Master, he's going to run into a Luna here. He's going to open with that crit. Big damage coming in. Here comes the flare from Flint and the auto attacks to follow as Puppet Master gets credit for that kill. So we continue to have a similar story here at the 19-minute mark. Puppet Master and Flint both leading the way in the GPM. We have Firebrand picked up on the Flint Beastwood, and Mighty Blade picked up on the Puppet Master, as he needs to get the heck on out of here. Or they're thinking about possibly going back in. Haste Rune activated on the Flint, so they're looking like they want to fight. Team Orcs here. Bensington, unfortunately, not a whole lot of items. He's only sitting on 200 GPM, so playing more of an aggressive style Bensington this game. Eldrod here on the Electrician trying to hunt the Puppet Master down, but as we can see, he is protected by his team here in the Legion's jungle. Roll is happening here on the Andromeda. Rhapsody is inside, but this, I believe, was cancelled as they got a bit too far away. So we have all 5 here waiting on the uphill. We'll see if Hex kind of takes the bait here or not. If they decide to go back into their jungle, they're actually gonna decide to go for a Kongor here. And it looks like this Kongor will end up falling. Oh, Gnome's Wisdom picked up on the Hag. We have a Firebrand picked up on Dog now. Boom. Money shot comes out. We're gonna have Hex here going for a tower kill in the bot lane. Meanwhile, over here we have a Luna getting caught out by the Flint Beastwood and the Illusion Train. Gemini is taking some heat here from that Elder Parasite mini stun auto attack. Flint is doing so much damage this game. We take the check the damage chart. He's sitting on 17%. So Hex is actually going to continue trying to push here in the bot lane, try to force some rotations. As we have Team Orcs not really committing to a tower push. They are going to fall back here to eventually defend their base. Level 15 now on the Flint Beastwood, 16 on the Puppet Master, and the highest level here is 13 on the Electrician. So I missed another kill as Puppet Master gets the pick here onto the Hag. He actually used the Voodoo Puppet as well. We're going to have a roll coming in here on the Gemini. He's going to get swapped out by the Andromeda, the Comet Stun, and the Power Throw come out onto the Gemini. Here comes the Protective Melody, though, and Gemini, he's going to go for the turn, but he is going to fall. The heals came in time. Bensington does survive. Joust comes in onto Electrician, but the damage is here from Puppet Master. Flint is now joining the party as well. Here comes a roll, and this is going to be a really fast kill, as that's 5-man roll coming out on the Aluna. The vote to concede does happen as Bensington Nightfall's in place here. And the concede vote does happen as game number 1 here will go to Hex in a dominating performance as they get quite good farm here onto both their Flint Beastwood and their Puppet Master.